Okay guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Drummer Tanker. I'm gonna just check because OBS is doing a bit of is a bit nasty today because I'm doing the same video again and again and again. And if I check up is because I wanna see if it is really recording. Let me just try switching the game. Okay, it records. And because I don't know why, but maybe I should take the lock here to actually make it record the Windows the here. Today's topic will be another forgotten tank. I'll not say forgotten because it was really never played, but I'm gonna talk about some water because I'm here 30 minutes talking about this tank. I'm going to talk about Hidden Gems. Hidden Gems. I'm going to talk about tank that are not played because of bad reputation. Okay, and one of the I think one of the best example is actually Indian Panzer. Why am I gonna say Indian Panzer? Because Indian Panzer always had bad reputation, always was not played, even if it is buffed and received lots of DPM. Nobody's caring about this tank. Even before was not bad, but now DPM is very nasty, and this gun is very nasty too. Uh, Indian Panzer. Sorry, but I was want to check this out because maybe let's make it a bit smaller to not actually interrupt us. I want us to check it out. Indian Panzer. Uh, Indian Panzer is a tier 8 light tank. Here I prepared you a comparison with others. But let's make a briefing about the tank. Indian Panzer is the tier 8 light medium tank of the German branch, the Leopard. Is the tier 8. You can reach it out with RU 251 and with Indian Panzer. Everyone choose Ryu, probably because it's funnier, or probably because Indian Panzer had bad reputation. Indian Panzer is a sniping medium tank that relies on its gun totally and its speed, actually, and gun depression. These are the three main points about this tank. So let's go each point with the statistics. 1,300 damage, 300 HP. That is very low. Is not good at all, and that's why you need actually to play it passively. You need to play a little bit sneaky and not playing it like a Panther 2 that has more hit points, more armor. You need to be careful when you play this tank. View range is very good. It's the top of the top, and that's why I'm suggesting you to put coated optics and improve this tank because you really rely on view range, gun depression, and speed of the gun, and of course penetration. This is the gameplay of Indian Panzer. Gun wise, this as I told on lots of these 2 times I'm making this video, gun wise is one of the best gun that a medium can offer. Even here I put some tanks with good guns actually. No way they can compete with Indian Panzer. Indian Panzer is wrecking them apart. Look just the DPM, the penetration. Look all the others. They can't stand a chance with it. They can't stand a chance with it. Only caliber is a higher, but all the other 90 mil. Let's take out this with 80-15. All the others just performs worse in everything. Penetration, DPM, reload, even some caliber, even some velocity of the shots. So gun wise, he's the top. I think he's one of the top, not by stupidly OP outloaders, but it's a very good gun. You can duel 1v1 mediums, and you can just destroy them with DPM. If they take a shot, you can shoot them too. You see here it has like half second more reload. The Panther 2, that is a very good gun, and the Sachet has 1 second more of reload. The Achilles heel about this tank is actually dispersion. I don't think armor is a bad problem in this tank. It doesn't have any armor. It will never have armor. Is the dispersion movement. That's why it's mandatory putting fist up on this tank. it improves your tank performance. It really improves your tank performance. You cannot do like Panther 8. You can just improve this and use the 01 or use your 009. That is super, super, super good on this tank. And you just can't. You need vertical stabilizer. 10 degree of gun depression, that really helps the tank on range lines, that really helps the tank on spotting, that really helps the tank to take shots and go back as fast as possible. That's how the Indien Panzer plays on close quarter battles. Just shoot out and go back, shoot out and go back. And that is what Indien Panzer is supposed to play on a near on near engagements. Uh, Speed-wise, it's good. It's not bad. It has 25.8 power weight ratio, 50 kilometers per hour. It's not like CDC, but it's way better than on with lots of other medium tanks. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. As you see, here is not good, but here it actually is kind of normal on soft terrain, and this size is very good. It's kind of compact. Traverse speed is good. I mean, it's not the best, but not the worst speed-wise, and this really helps. This really helps. And the travel speed, you don't really need it, because I think it got buffed because it's at 23%. Armor-wise, it's just totally horrible. And as you see, this tank performs really bad. Nobody plays it. It performs really bad. Nobody knows about this tank. This TA1 is played more. The CDC is kind of played more, and it's a premium tank, so you have to buy it. That is the big problem of Indian Panzer. It's not played. Nobody knows what the tank is, and it's sad because Indian Panzer is a tank with lots of potential. But without talking about this, let's talk about equipments. Equipments with Indian Panzer. Equipments with Indian Panzer, you can build it in two ways. You can build it to snipe. But always use gun rammer. It really helps your DPM. But you can try to use even calibrator shells. But if you want to use it like a flexible tank, you should use gun rammer. Against medium tanks is very little. But calibrated shells probably if you want to play really passive on this. I mean, it's not fun, but you can use it, I guess. Yeah, probably if you use it on long range engagement only, you can use calibrated. It really helps with penetration. That is already good. Defense system, of course, to have the low Amarok explosion. Here, same. You can say, well, I still have good improved optic, good view range, so I could actually use camo net to snipe, to have more camo. And it's up to you. I wouldn't use it because there are bushes and everything, and view range is very important in the game. Even here, your choice. You can say it already has good aiming time. Why I can use a supercharger to have better ammo, and probably in a long range engagement you have to use this because it actually decreases your penetration. It actually decreases the penetration of the distance. So if it loses like 6 millimeters, you can lose 3. So this is very good. But I use this because I prefer using it in like support role or like medium engagement, so I need my sickle as close as possible in the fastest time as possible. Here, mandatory improved assembly. You can use. You're not going to bounce anything, so don't use engine armor. Mandatory engine accelerator because the tank will go faster, and this is really useless. As I told you, you can say, if I'm gonna in a sniping position, I'm gonna use refined gun. I mean, if you're gonna camp all the battle in a point, is not the way to play the tank. Just don't play this tank. In all the other situations, vertical stabilizer is better. It gives you a little bit better aiming time. It gives you much better aiming on the movement. That is what this tank really needs. Toolbox mandatory, and this choose on what you want. Ammo, you can do whatever you want. You can do like 20 PCR maybe, and 31 APE, but I just stick with 10. I don't really need lots of APCRs. Provisions, it has the improved gunpowder that can really help you if you play this tank on long ranges, but even on short ranges, it can help you because your shots will go faster in short ranges engagements. It's you can sacrifice you're not going to sacrifice anything really, like 36 DPM that are not going to help you for like 35% more shell velocity. That is really good. Consumables. You can build this in three ways. The third way is not recommended, but you can always do it. You can say it already has good DPM, so why use adrenaline? I will always use adrenaline when I'm in a close quarter or like I have to snipe as much as possible. I use adrenaline to deliver shots faster. You can do classic way, a multi-purpose to everything, adrenaline and repair kit. You can do something more risky. You can mount these tools. That you will have this and all these tools. This is probably the best build if you use it on long range, because probably if you have reticle calibration, you can use the tank really good. It can actually gives you better aiming time and gun dispersion value on total, so it really helps you with sniping, even moving targets, everything. But it's very risky, and they build it that I don't suggest, but you can always do it. You can do this. You can say it already has good DPM. I have 2200 DPM. I don't need 3100. I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use. You know what? I'm gonna stay in long distance and snap. I'm gonna stay in a close quarter. I'm gonna snap moving targets. I mean, it's fine. It's not bad. It is what it is if you want to play like that. So it is like 11 minutes. So I'm gonna jump on the. I checked the best battle that is done on season 4 with Indian Panzer by a lot, actually, like by 700 damage more. These are like 2-3 shots, but this battle was incredible. I want to show you the battle. 6 minutes 38, so we were near to the end of the battle, and I'm gonna do live commentary for you because I'm gonna do live commentary, and if you want, I'm gonna put the video only without the live commentary. But I'm gonna even do the live commentary for you to understand how you can play this tank in this map, but generally how you can play this tank. So, start of the battle, that is the first part of the battle, that is the start, the positioning. That is very important for the other two phases, that is the engagement and of course the end of the battle. If you can play Indian Panzer, as I told you, in two different ways. One that is more risky, so you use the speed and the accuracy of the gun to hitting targets, go back and use the cover. That is this way, but you can always use this point to snipe. If there is no enemy here, you can stay here and snipe all this way, or snipe on this way. This position is very important, this map. Or you can play more passively, just stay here, stay behind maybe this rock or use these bushes. You can always do it. I was checking a bit, and I decided to play the angry way, because I said fixer, I said T71, not to be very big problems. I'm gonna rip them apart with my DPM. So we have a problem here. T49 is lagging actually. That is not very good. So T71 goes for the spot. I didn't have the reflexes to shoot him, and we stay here to actually see if someone is going to shoot from here or to shoot fast from here. I'm just gonna be a bit of cautions. So now I'm gonna do spotting. Probably I made a mistake. I should have risen up the gun, because if you rise up the gun, the mantelite is a spotting point, so you can actually spot way better. And as you see, gun depression is not bad, but it's not the point of going of us here. And we spotted the enemies. T49 is going up maybe for some damage, but it misses. It's really lagging, that dude, and it kind of blocks me actually, even here. And I'm gonna say, damn, I'm 3v. I'm gonna say, damn, we are 3v1 actually, but it's 1.5, because I can use his hit points to gain damage. So you can do two things here: use this rock or the rock behind and snap shots until you die, or you can go here and snipe on his spot. But if they shoot here, the tank will be useless. So I said, I'm gonna play a pro move. I'm gonna stay here, snapshotting on the enemies, and use him as a cover, and use the rock behind as a cover. So I will rarely lose hit points, or I will lose hit points, but I can send 2 shots on the enemy. What I was thinking about. So now you can see the accuracy of the gun, and here first shot on the SU, nice damage, not bad. And I wanted to really to take the SU away from here. He misses my tank, but another cheeky tank was trying to come here, shot on the track wheel to actually give it a little more time, because the tank has the auto loader. And here I made a very big mistake, 610-4. That is not very good, and we done 1000 damage already in like 20 seconds or less. So now I was thinking I'm gonna use him as 8 points, 3 8 points, you know. And you see, I go rise up the gun, spot him, and shoot him. Because he really doesn't know how I'm exiting, but I already pointed him, so I know I'm way faster to react than him. And this is a good thing to do with every single tank in the game. So now T71 does a big mistake and tries to push us, HE, and is dead. Another dead man will be the SU, way shortly, and you see two kills like this. And of course I have AS2 on my side, and I wanted to push. The aiming accuracy is not good on this tank, and you know, it misses the shot even here. The accuracy really didn't bless us, and the shot goes straight under the frame. And you know, here I could actually repair, but I didn't repair. Luckily enough, I have toolkit. Here I could actually made another big mistake, that was pushing him. I should have stayed and sniped on him, and stay here, use this dead body. But I wanted to surround him, but I really didn't know how. I didn't know why I couldn't penetrate him. As I told you, if we had only one kit, I would lose the ammo rack, and probably I wouldn't even have ever the time to repair it. Here, the fast reload of the Indian Panzer really helps us, and we'll clear him off. So 3000 damage, easy. 3v1. I know they didn't push me, they didn't push us, but I could have, you know, I had my emergency position if they pushed. Now you see Indian Panzer in his natural habitat sniping. That is really good. This is with the 1000 view meter per second. They see shells are the shells are very good, and sometimes it's just trollish because you move, and the aiming movement, the special movement is really bad on this tank. So not really bad, but it's kind of bad for a medium tank. So you know, shots after shots, I'm gonna rank up damage, but sometimes my tank just trolls me. Like here, it trolled me. I could have easily done like 6k or more if the accuracy, if the RNG wasn't this bastard enough. And you know, another shot that was trolled by Wargaming. That doesn't reward skill aiming, but RNG stuff. I wanted to see if I got whiff cross somewhere, and I saw a IS-5, and strangely enough, I penetrated him on the side. Strange enough. Now 4550 damage, and I wanna check out if there's a tank that I can hit, and no tank that I can hit. So I was very passively here and want to use it as a sniping tank, but as I go, I see they're all aiming to the Kisa. I was afraid about the AS3 pushing me. It could probably have this right decision, but no, he decided to push Kisa. So 3 damage for us. And now another big problem for us, DTD on the bush. And of course I tried to spot him, but it didn't work. I don't know why. So I see a Tiger 2 big packing, and I shoot him. And now I want to try to hit IS-5, but IS-5 wasn't there to actually give us his armor. Now T-28, I moved to snapshot him on the side. I knew he was here because, you know, 10 TDs, they stay here all the time. And now a PCR on his roof, and that penetrates. I didn't go forward again because you see right after he will try to snapshot. And I tried to hit him on black like on a blind shot. And now I will write to the IMX to spot for us because he has 700 hit points and I have only like 175 hit points. So all this damage rank up in 75 hit points. That's why you should need to clear out the low hit point tanks because they can take the battlefield. Like tank like this doesn't really need the armor 8 points to do damage. It really needs only someone to take care of the tank gun and it's just farming damage on the side of the tank. So this guy, you know what? I go forward, try to spot him because he's aiming to the IMX and clear out. Clear out the enemy tank. And this is the best battle on season 4 of the Indian Panzer right now. That is 5,733 damage on Indian Panzer. That is absolutely super high. And let me check on my OBS. That is going okay, very good. In this battle you saw the first approach was aggressive approach on Indien Panzer. Second approach was passive approach because I had low hit points and of course I couldn't use my hit points to deal damage. This is Indien Panzer. I mean, it's a very good VN8 farmer too. Is on top of the things, it has good gun, good speed, good gun depression. It has a very good VN8 farmer because players play it so badly. So you can farm a VN8 easily. This battle was like 20k VN8. So you know, this is this is absurd for a thing like this. This is very capable, but nobody plays because pro players don't suggest it. Don't play this tank. But I mean, even I wouldn't suggest this tank to everyone. I would suggest this tank if you're skilled enough to play a tank like this. If you play, if you like to play fast sniping medium tanks, Indien Panzer is definitely for you. You can use it first thing first to pump out your statistics on VN8 and everything. With actually a tier 8. So, you know, not like low tier, but actually tier 8 that can be kinda competitive. Second, it's a very enjoyable tank. It's a different sensation. Like playing always the OP tanks probably is boring. If you play a tank that challenges yourself but is not like something that is impossible or something that you cannot win. With this tank you can win. You just need skill to use it and you just need map positioning to use it well. So as all other underrated tanks, Indien Panzer for me is really underrated and really not understood. Nobody really understands the potential of this tank simply because there are other better tanks in the game. Not because they are better, but because they are more meta. For example, Progetto 46 that still is way better than Indien Panzer because it's more flexible. But if Indien Panzer goes 1v1 with this, Indien Panzer really destroy this tank. because of the absurd DPM and the spotting and the gun depression value of Indien Panzer, it can really plays very well in this tank. In this game. People just prefer, and probably they prefer RU because maybe it's lighter and faster. So guys, this is Indien Panzer. Tell me in the comments if you like it or not. If you ever tried Indien Panzer, tell me your opinion on it. Tell me if it needs a buff or not. For me, it's fine like this. Probably a bit of better armor, but I would understand it will make this tank very powerful if they add armor on this. So for me, it's fine like this. It's top tier 8 Leopard one, so it's fine. It's not bad. It's a balanced tank. And tell me in the comments what you think about Indien Panzer. So guys, this is my reply, and I will see you in the next battle. Bye bye.